You want to make sure you're securing the battery onto the back of the unit like so, with two Phillips head screws. Once you do that and you turn the unit on, the first option you're going to get is the language, and you can select English by default. At this point then you can also set the time. Right now we're pretty much right on that, so we'll go ahead and select and say OK to all of that. Today is March 18th, and we'll go ahead and just say OK to all of that by pushing the center button, and then it will go into the operation mode. At this point it'll take about 60 seconds for it to come up and give us the rest of our software version on this unit, and the serial number of this unit will display. As you can see, you can have the ability to input the company and department. At this point it's asking us to do a pump test. All you do is turn around, put your finger over the back of it to make sure that the pump is secure and doesn't have any leaks. Pump test pass, and then it's going to continue to operate and get into the operation mode.
So if you failed that pump test, your pump is bad, or maybe you just didn't block it properly?
If you fail the pump test, that means that perhaps this filter is gone, or the gasket is missing, or something might be gone in there, allowing for air to escape around. You're trying to create a complete vacuum by doing that. Good question. These are going to give you your short-term exposure limit alarms, your time-weighted average alarms. At this point, this tells you what the calibration cylinder, these are the values that the calibration should be used in, and now we have the date, today's date. The last calibration for this unit was on December 2nd, and it's now going to go through a sensor warm-up. We can see the percentage there. And then it will come up in...
So those exposure limits, those are preset OSHA standards?
Correct. Those are all, actually NIOSH comes in and actually regulates where things are set. So OSHA just enforces the use of safety equipment.
Gotcha.
You know, NIOSH actually approves the way the equipment is made. So, that is all preset in there and all pre-programmed, so you don't have to do any adjusting or any fitting or anything like that. You do want to make sure, though, on those calibration set values that any calibration gas that you're using is those values. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's 58% LEL combustibles, 15% oxygen, 60 ppm CO, and 20 ppm H2S. Now what it's asking us, we want to do a fresh air setup. You can say yes or no, but if you don't do anything, it defaults to no, and that's actually a better habit, because you want to stay on your calibration schedule. Okay. So if you do a fresh air setup, that's basically going through and you're telling the unit at that point that all of the air around you is clear, that it's 20.8% oxygen, and you don't know that for certain, so it's always a good idea to stay on a good calibration schedule. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about that later.